Yo Wasabi, this is Pine Fiber. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to where every episode until my free Apple Arcade trial expires, we'll be playing through an Apple Arcade game. We're starting with Assemble with Care, which How Long to Beat says should take about an hour and a half, so let's see how this goes. And it seems like we're starting with a cassette, just like the Apple Arcade Adventures alliteration. We have Maria's Mix with Minato, cassette player. Minato Aqua? I assume we just gotta rotate this and slide this in. Oh, it does it for us, okay. It's telling us to eject it. Okay. I don't know how cassette players work. This is evident, so I guess that eject button is actually a close button. Okay, I can't seem to rotate this, so... Ah, here it is. If I just let go here, does it slide it in for us? It does, okay. Nice. Now we get to hear what Maria's listening to on the Minato cassette player. Oh, this is nice.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs.
Good, as long as you don't try to restore modern technology, because I'm pretty sure the tech giants will sue you for tampering with their devices.
Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Yeah, take a break first. You don't need to unpack. Ah, we're unpacking for you? Let's have some coffee first. Oh, that's a settings menu. That's cool. Okay. Very artsy. I'm a gamer genius. I didn't even need a tutorial to learn how to open this.
My passport. Not many blank pages left now.
I know it says to remove the
these
toolbox.
Sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off.
I don't know that I should unpack everything when it just told me to remove my toolbox.
The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these.
Ah, okay, so we are just removing everything.
My favorite overalls. These will never go out of style.
What? No comment on the brush?
My parents took this after I made my first repair. Seems like a lifetime ago. Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this.
Ah, so that's what you're into.
I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
I mean, I would put more color personally, but...
I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman, at your service.
Hey! Okay. Success! We unpacked.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal.
Hey, don't knock TV dinners. They can be
Of course, I
pretty
need
okay.
to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl, and a voice she was longing to hear.
Are we repairing the voice box of a doll, maybe?
It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect.
Everything here seemed perfect until I uncovered the dark secret of this quaint little town.
I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
Hi, Izzy.
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
Okay, you gotta remove the doll part. That was...
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
I'm sorry, we gotta discuss rates first. I'm gonna charge you $50 an hour to do this. What's this? What's this white thing? Do I pour the coffee into it? Guess not. Ah, okay. Let's see how... We have to open this up. I have to turn it myself? I do. Fancy. Oops.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Izzy, are you dumb? Is this only a matter of the batteries? I hope... Okay, I see something wrong with this cassette. I think you... Do you not know how to rewind it, or... Okay. Anyway. Let's see what the problem is before we judge Izzy too harshly. I need to put this back, I guess. And then I need to rewind this.
Why did you do that?
Izzy, did you buy a cassette player without knowing how cassettes work? I mean, like, I don't know how cassettes work either, but like, I feel like I know this much. I say as I failed. Okay, I was going the wrong way.
How did you do that? I didn't see.
Izzy, don't be a hipster without doing your research first. You need to know how to do this stuff. Come on. There you go.
Will you dream a dream for me?
Izzy, is that your mom? Or?
By your side.
Complete! Cassette recorder.
So tight. Now that
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
The about my mum? She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo.
Izzy, I'm gonna sue you, not only for ripping me off, but also for being a fake hipster.
I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt.
Izzy's taking advantage of you, Maria. Don't be so kind-hearted.
She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. A part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Dun dun dun!
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father.
Ah, Izzy's dad. Hello.
I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Okay, by the way, I wasn't actually gonna sue your daughter. Maybe I would have sued her for being... Maybe I would sue for being a fake hipster, but not for ripping me off. Because I didn't establish a contract before I started work, which is like the main thing you have to do, so...
My father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Absolutely I can.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Oh, do I put the glue? Oh no, what have I done? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh no! Oh, I thought it would automatically just like place it in the proper location. That's not good. That's not good at all. Hold on, hold on. Yikes. Okay, let's be more careful this time. This is, I'm gonna assume, that doesn't seem right at all. Oh, I'll need to rotate it a bit like that. Yeah, that should be almost. Okay, now I think we can put some... Whoa, hold on. Oh, is this like a line for where we should be putting the glue? I'm gonna hope so. Otherwise, like, is a ghost possessing this statue? Why is this moving? I'm gonna assume I just have to, like, color within the lines, which I can't really do. I can't really do well, anyway. Okay, I'm gonna assume it doesn't need to be completely filled up, so you'll forgive me for that. But what goes there? What is this? Why did I fill that in? Does this foot... Ah, the cape. Ah, okay, perfect. Gotcha. Now, can I glue the leg on? Hold on, let me rotate this. Ah, there we go. I get it, I get it. I'm understanding how to do my job. I understand how to do my job now. Are we out of glue? Uh-oh. Okay, what goes there? Yeah, this part. Nope. Doesn't it? How do I rotate this? Why? Ah, okay.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
I'll put one on her. Ah, okay, now this part we can put on. Nope, we need more glue. Oh, thank goodness for this seemingly infinite glue. That little glue I put on earlier is still there. I should fill it in a bit more, I guess. I hope I don't get scored on this, because I'm well out of the lines in some parts.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
It's infinite glue. If infinite glue can't hold everything together, then I don't know what will. Bingo. Do you not know how to use glue, Joseph? I mean, I know your daughter doesn't know how to use a cassette player, but I'd assume a grown man like you would know how to use glue? Is that, like, beyond your realm of comprehension, or...?
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry. I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late.
So not was. Well, I mean, technically was, but still is the mayor? I'm in the mayor's house? And the mayor's house has paint flakes peeling off on the outside? Okay.
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening.
Yes, Maria, involve yourself in family affairs of strangers you've just met. Let's do this.
Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
Okay, so there are 14 chapters, and we've already done 3 in the span of what must have been maybe 25 minutes? Okay. Pretty decent pace. Disconnected. We're gonna fix the landline because people
My
don't know how to
second
use
day in
those either.
Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries.
I'm not a coffee drinker, but I do agree that the smell of roasted coffee beans can sometimes be pleasant, so...
I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
I'm glad you have a job for me. Imagine if Carmen had said, "Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? That's illegal. I'm gonna put you in jail."
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect.
Did you plug it in? Did you turn it off? And turn it back on? If those solutions don't work, why don't you return it? Or factory reset it? Or blast it to the moon?
Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Sure thing. Okay, the first thing, whether you know what you're doing or not, is just to unscrew anything you can see.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Sure, Carmen. If you say so.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Okay, I don't know that I can fix this. I've never seen this before. What did I just do? Oh, okay. Just unscrew everything and hope. And hope for the best. This looks like a bug, doesn't it? Look at it's like a face. Or like a praying mantis almost. Those huge yellow eyes and those like pincers in front with an underbelly. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is cracked. Luckily, I happen to have a spare part. What a coincidence. What is this for? Okay. Oops. I'm just gonna assume that I fixed that part. I'm gonna remove it and see if I can't tinker with anything now. Okay. So I'm going to screw these two parts back in. And then this part has to go somewhere. Ah, just lift it off entirely. Oops, no, we should replace this first. Where did it go again? Oh, wait, do we need... Yeah, okay, the wire wasn't the problem, I'm guessing. Ah, bingo.
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
Now we can just put the lid on it. And then, I think, put the screw back. And then, place this back on top. Rotate it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's pretty satisfying, just like hurling my finger to the left. And then it auto screwing in. Ine. Rotary phone complete.
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
Are you embarrassed that you didn't know how to fix it yourself? I guess even if you did, you wouldn't have the parts, so maybe I'm being too harsh.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
It would be ringing off the hook if you had any customers.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent, and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I don't want coffee, I want money, Carmen.
I sat at one of the empty
All
tables.
the tables are empty.
While at the counter,
What are you talking
Carmen
about?
had started dialing the phone.
I thought you were making my coffee.
How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
What am I doing? Am I just like helping people out for charity? Do I not need my own money?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh God, I have to get ready.
Well, I wish you all the best, Carmen.
Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Can you pay me in something other than coffee? Maybe like a muffin? Or an oatmeal cookie or something? Ah, a camera with the famous household brand Lennox.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name.
Who? Carmen's sister?
Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
Okay, Helena, let me leave and you can fix it yourself.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
Ah, okay, so you are Carmen's sister.
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
Have you tried opening and closing your eyes again? How about factory resetting your eyes? Ah, what's this? An instruction manual?
You need the manual.
Shut up, Helena. You need them. Even with the manual, you can't do anything. Be quiet. Quiet, you. I'm gonna destroy your camera. See how that makes you feel. Idiot. Oops. Okay, something seems shattered. That doesn't seem like how it's supposed to look. Let's just unscrew everything first. That's the first lesson you should learn as a repair person. If you see any screws, just unscrew them. Think of the consequences later. Lucky Maria has a bowl to keep her screws, because I wouldn't have thought of that. The most basic of things you have to keep an eye out for.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
I don't suppose you know how to keep your mouth shut. What, just drag this out and like replace it? Bingo bongo, are we done?
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Ah, okay, so this is where the manual comes in. So why do you carry the manual around with you?
I thought you knew what you were doing.
I thought I asked you to be quiet. Let's see. No, it just has to be tilted like 45 degrees, right? Yep, that's right. Okay, good. Let's screw this like that. Oops. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, it has like a... It has the lines to help guide us. Okay, you can put the screwdriver away.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Put that there, put the top on, and then put the screws in. And now, just put those in here. And there's one more, which I think goes... Uh-oh.
Looks like something is still missing.
Ah, here you go. Oh no, the battery! Oh wait, okay. Dunzo. You're welcome.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
Why don't you use your smartphone? Why do you have a disposable camera? What year is
I
this?
picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition. The first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary. But it was worth it.
Actually, what year is this? Are we like in the 70s or?
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better?
Maybe this is the only hotel in town?
She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing.
What do you mean it's immaculate? It either works or it doesn't work. How can it be immaculate? I either fixed it or I didn't fix it. Those are the only options. I couldn't have possibly had the angle wrong because there was a guide telling me that the viewfinder was working properly.
Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
Tsundere? Tsundere?
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Crumbling Carmen stands no chance against Hurricane Helena. Okay, I think that's a good place to stop for episode 1 of Assemble with Care in the Apple Arcade Adventures series. Thank you for watching. Also, I would have already put this in the description, so you may have already read it, but my audio quality is worse than usual because I don't have my trusty Guitar Hero microphone with empty yogurt tub acting as a microphone stand to record myself with. So I've pretty much just been talking directly into my laptop. So sorry about that. But let's say the official reason is that I wanted to match the indie style of this game, I guess, and be a bit hip with some weird EQ'd audio, maybe? I don't know. Let's say that was the reason why. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. That was Assemble with Care. See you next time in beautiful Bellariva.